And it still ain't a goddamn thing they could tell me. What could compel me to jump in, get a piece of this bread, put in, wake up, cake up.
Okay, so today I'm going to show you how I did this look. I used the new Morphe 3502 palette. So if you want to know how I did it, just keep watching. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Ebony. Okay guys, I'm going to take some coconut oil and put it in my dip brow because it's kind of dried out. And that's a really good way to bring it back to life if you like left it out, because I always leave it out without the top on, especially when I'm rushing. So I'm just going to outline my eyebrows and then fill them in. But once you got them all filled in, you just want to take your concealer and then outline them to make it look more sharp and to fix the shape. I really like trying to get my shape perfect. That's why it takes me like 30 minutes to do my eyebrows, because I try to perfect them, which can be very time consuming. But once you finish outlining them with the concealer, you just want to blend it out. I'm just using a concealer brush, and you just want to brush it outward, like away from your outline. I try not to get too close, so I would use like one that's really flat so that you don't end up touching the dip brow and smearing it everywhere. And in between me like blending, I like to outline my shape because sometimes I mess it up. And now you're going to want to take your concealer and put it all over your lid. And you might want to take like a flat brush and put it and blend it out with that brush instead of the concealer brush, so that you don't get so close to the edge. And then take a beauty blender and blend it out. This is really important because if you don't blend it correctly before you use the setting powder, it's going to start to crease. So you just want to make sure you blend it out really well before you set it. So once you're done blending out your concealer, you're going to want to set it with setting powder. So yeah, I decided to pick up the setting powder with a big powder brush. You're not supposed to do that. That's why everything flew everywhere. I just wasted like $1 worth of setting powder, and that stuff is not cheap.
My father always knew what everything costs.
That's $1.09 in the trash.
So once I set my eyes, I use the color tan as a transitioning shade, and you're just gonna want to take a fluffy brush and put that right underneath your eyebrows. Okay. I know y'all see this edge control.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
So now you're going to go back into your palette and get the color Ablaze and put that right underneath your transitioning shade. I know the video is kind of moving fast, but it took some time for me to blend it out. You really want to take your time doing that so that it looks smooth and even. And then you want to go back and get the color Rich and put that right underneath your last color. And then for your crease area, you're going to want to go back into your palette and get the color Brunette, which is like a really dark brown. And just blend it into your crease right underneath the last color that you used. And then once you finish applying that color, you're going to want to take a blending brush and just go back and forth until it's blended with the last color, because you want them to kind of transition into each other. So it's really important that you go back over it and blend it. So now with the crease brush, you're gonna want to get the color Whiz, which is black, and then you're just gonna want to put that in your crease area. Now when it comes to blending black, you want to be very careful because it could make your whole eye look dark. So when you blend it, try to keep it in that area and use a smaller brush just so it could focus on that area and won't brush it all over the place. And I just reapplied more of this dark brown so that the colors can transition to each other even better. So you can kind of see like a black, then a dark brown, then a dark orange, then a light orange. It helps it just fade into each other better and get rid of any harsh lines. And yeah, blending is really time consuming. I know I'm moving pretty fast because I speeded up the video, but it really takes time to blend it and make it look right. But it's worth it. So keep blending. So now I'm going to take my NARS concealer to cut my crease. Personally, I think a round brush would make things easier. And you're going to want to make sure that you blend it once you're all done. So you want to start with the darker one first, which is Wiz, and you're going to want to put that on both corners of your eyes. And then you're going to want to use the color Brunette, which is one shade lighter, and just put that right before the black on each side. And then go back into your palette and get the color Rich and put that right before the last color you used. And then you're going to want to get the color Ablaze. And just make sure you blend them out so that the colors look even and they blend into each other. I would do it outwards. I wouldn't blend inward on a halo eye because you want them to blend. You want the lighter colors to blend out into a darker color. So just blend outward. And last but not least, you're going to want to get the color Sauce. Look at that color. It's so pretty. Like, this is my favorite color out of all of them. And that color you don't really have to blend out because it's like a shimmer. So you're going to want to pack it on. But you can blend out the edges. So now for your under eye, you're going to want to get the color Fire. And put that underneath your eyes. And I just added some tapes because I like my eyeshadow to look sharp. And then for the corner of my eyes and my brow bone, I'm going to use the Fenty highlighter Trophy Wife. And you're just going to want to put it right underneath your brow bone. And in the corner of your eyes. I'm not sure what that's called. It has a name. And then blend it out a little. And here's the finished look, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.